Hello, I'm Yolanda Vasquez, and welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I am joined now in the studio by Council Member Mark Elrich, Montgomery County Council at Large. Mark, it's a pleasure to have you here in our studio.
Great to be here, too.
So let's talk about this fall. Montgomery County has implemented a new minimum wage increase. You authored this bill. Talk to me a little bit about why you decided to do this and how it will all work, because it's sort of in phases, right?
It's in phases. It'll be 2017 before it's fully phased in to $11.50.
What's the current increase now?
I think we're at $8.40 now, something like that.
Okay.
It was $7.25 until that. I mean, the reason is pretty fundamental. I mean, people can't live on the minimum wage. We have lots of programs, not just in Montgomery County, but Prince George's County, the district, to help people who are living in poverty. The easiest cure to poverty is to pay people a decent wage, so they're not in poverty. And I thought that it was something that the three jurisdictions should try to tackle together.
When you say three jurisdictions, Prince George's?
And the District of Columbia.
Why did you feel that you needed to have that kind of an approach?
You know, when the mayor vetoed DC's bill, he made some comment about, well, you know, we don't want somebody locating, I think he might have said Alabama Avenue, but in Prince George's County rather than district because of the wage difference. And the three of us share common borders, and you could literally drive, you know, another block and be in a different jurisdiction. And if we all acted together, then there would be a more uniform approach, and it wouldn't be a matter of somebody picking and choosing, do I want to be on this block and get out of the jurisdiction. And we all share the same problems. We're all struggling to figure out how to help people who do not earn enough money, but who go to work every day. How do you help people like that, you know, make it in society today?
And this is one way to do that, obviously.
I think it's the most critical way.
Let's talk a little bit about the Ban the Box bill, which County Executive Ike Leggett signed last week. Tell us a little bit more about this legislation.
So the Ban the Box takes a box off of job applications that basically asks, have you ever been arrested? And what we found from
And this is for misdemeanors and felonies?
For whatever.
Anything, okay.
And whether you've been arrested and charges dismissed. Okay. So people have these boxes on there. And picture, you know, lots of youth, particularly minority youth, who do something, well, say they get caught with pot. Now it's sitting on the record forever. And a lot of employers had policies that, you know, they have this box on the application, you check the box, you never get called for an interview.
Of course.
And there were studies that were done that showed that disproportionately minorities did not get called back for interviews if they checked the box. And, you know, it's one thing to sentence people or do whatever you're going to do to punish them for whatever they've done. But that shouldn't become a lifetime sentence. And effectively, that box becomes a lifetime sentence. It means you may never work, and nobody may ever give you a chance. And so we said, look, you know, we're not going to require employees to hire people, and there's no preference, but we want the box off the application. And if you're going to ask that question, you can't ask it till the end of the interview.
Gotcha.
And that's critically important, because that way a person has a chance to make a case, and if the employer is interested enough, they may ask that question. I frankly think of an employer, if you haven't impressed an employer up to that point, they're not even going to bother.
They're probably not going to hire you. We've only got about 45 seconds left. Let's talk about BRT, the Bus Rapid Transit Plan. Where does that stand right now?
It's in the Master Plan of Highways. We have to figure out how to fund it, and we have to go through a design process. We have to make sure that what we design does not have a severely negative impact on neighborhoods, and there are some places that are concerned about how it's going to impact them. And funding is always a challenge, and it's been made more difficult, I think, by the Republican Senate and the change in the governorship, promises of tax cuts.
So I guess we shall soon see.
We will.
Mark Elrich, thank you so much from the Montgomery County Council. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. And that'll do it for this edition of Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Yolanda Vasquez. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you again soon.